It is my pleasure to welcome to the stage a familiar face from the game. She is our host and our own fabulous Meg Specksgoor, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, happy Valentine's Day.
Yay!
Or as I like to call it, BOGO Chocolate's Eve, right? This is really special to me, not because of love or anything like that. It's special to me because this is my 2-year comedy anniversary. I started comedy 2 years ago at the burger stand. It was also crucially my only 2-year anniversary of anything ever. So I have now been continuously making jokes longer than continuously making love, and often the second one is funnier. And the first time I ever did comedy here, it was a year where Valentine's Day also fell on Ash Wednesday. Yeah, so I capitalized on that shit. So I invented a holiday called Vash Wednesday. It's the vagina rash you didn't know about. And it involved a lot of irreverent, blasphemous jokes because Christianity and sex actually have a lot of things in common. For instance, in both situations, I'm waiting an uncomfortably long time for a man's second coming. I can make that joke though. I can make that joke because I'm a church kid, paid my dues, did my time, did the long sentence. I went to a Christian college. It was so strict that they had only legalized dancing 2 years before I got there. So the only threesome I heard about while I was there was a Trinity. And I learned way more about spiritual bondage than sexual bondage. But anyways, Vash Wednesday got me thinking about other holiday hybrids. Everyone likes a hybrid, like a Tangelo. But so I was thinking that if Valentine's Day were on a Saturday, then the night before that would be Friday the 13th. Yes?
Sure, yeah.
Which is pretty compatible because both holidays are scary and unnecessary. But I discovered then that I want that job. I want my job to be the person who writes the Valentines for Friday the 13th Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Because it would go something like this. This is what I'm picturing. I'm picturing like a paper mache heart with a bunch of little meat cleavers on the front of it, and it says, "No one will ever find your body." And then you open it up, and it's like little hearts, and it says, "Sexier than I do." Or on the front it says something like, "You can run and try to hide, but you'll never escape from," and then you open it up and it says, "My unconditional devotion." Yeah. But anyways, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about dating. I know, how you this is coming. So I'm a millennial, which makes dating really hard. Anybody else here a millennial? Yeah! So I know, everyone's like reluctantly like, yeah! But so if folks are curious about millennials are those weird fucked up creatures that are 90% more likely to have friends with benefits than jobs with benefits, or friends with jobs. The only abbreviations we know are IUD, DUI, and IOU. You also ask a millennial who they are, and they're like, "I'm a Fox Fury, Team Jacob, Hufflepuff, and a Little Mermaid." Also an accountant. We don't really know who we are, which makes it really hard when you're trying to date. So I recently tried to do the online dating thing. Anybody here tried the online dating thing?
Terrified.
So some people, yes. A few of you, no. Congratulations on your high standards. So I tried Tinder at first, and the problem with Tinder is it's like the least aptly named thing I've ever encountered. So Tinder, when you're speaking as like a professional wilderness guide, Tinder is when you're making a fire and you take like a lovely down bed of nest and soft hair and little twigs, and then you put it on the ground and you gently and very intentionally and delicately breathe life into it, right? So I feel like a better, more accurate name for Tinder would be like microwaved aluminum, maybe? So that didn't really work for me. So I tried Bumble, because I'm a classy bitch. Right? Don't say nerd. I'm classy. I own one pair of dress socks. I can tell red wine from white wine if I'm looking at it. But my problem, so if no one's ever tried Bumble, basically what Bumble is you go on and you're creating like what's essentially a trading card and like a strategic deck building game for yourself, right? And so it's like, if you're a woman, it's your first and your middle name, and then like my essential powers are emotional intelligence and pantsuits. And my evolved version is me, except for with a master's degree and a nose ring. And like at the very bottom of the card, it says like enjoys ethnic foods, +2, play this on a date for +2 bedrolling advantage. And then you have to choose who you're interested in a very binary way. So it says men, women, or both, and I click both because expansion deck. And then what you have to do is you have to like actually talk to people, which is the hardest part. You have to ask them questions, like normal icebreaker questions, like what's your favorite taxidermy possession, or as an organ donor, what body part are you most like excited to give to science, or have you ever forgotten you ate beets and then pooped magenta and thought you were gonna die? Like normal icebreaker shit. So everybody loves quirky girl. And I have a hard time with all of this. And the first reason is that dating for me is really hard. I couldn't even take care of a gigapet, let alone man, and gigapets tell you what they need. And the problem for me with online dating is that I feel like a lot of people when they use online dating, they're using the app as like kink window shopping. And for me, I'm more like friend zone. What's that? That sounds awesome. It's like Discovery Zone, but with friends. And other people are more like shibari, and I'm more like I'm gonna do a comedy burlesque bit where I go up and just put on more layers really sexily. Other people are like more wine dine 69 kind of folks, and I'm more like a block talking cock block woman. I don't know. I mean, these days I feel like I need to know if there'll be loaded nachos at the bar before I meet you there. I had this dream the other night where this really attractive, muscular man came into my house in the middle of the night and just fixed all of my broken kitchen appliances. And that was it. It was amazing. These days I've been fantasizing more in front of the Trader Joe's cheese section in bed. You know what I mean? I recently went to a sex shop with a friend, and the only thing I bought was unscented candles. I think flavored condoms are kind of like bathroom potpourri. Like it's worse trying to cover it up. And the second reason why online dating doesn't really work for me is because of the stupid duck face photos. Like all the women are making duck face photos. And me and ducks have a lot of things in common. I like water, I have web feet. Sometimes old people feed me in parks out of pity. But I really hate the duck face photos. And the third reason is because I really don't trust Santa Fe's yet. I'm a New Yorker. I really don't trust Santa Fe's yet. And part of the reason is because y'all are like, I don't like labels because I'm a Pisces. And part of that is because statistically there are way too many of you with three-legged dogs. Some of you are lopping one off for the trend. You know who you are. Stop it. And then the third reason is because I'm bad with timing. I've never been good at timing. And anyone who thinks that timing is a non-issue has never been to a Denny's after 2 a.m. But my problem is that Bumble, it's like you have 24 hours within matching someone to talk to them. In 24 hours. That's not a lot of time. I need a dating app that's more procrastinator friendly. Like I need a dating app that's like, here's my mugshot and my top 10 90s hip hop albums. You sleep on it for a month and then get back to me when you're ready to settle. And you know